Let's take a look at how to crop a layer in Photoshop. The crop tool crops your entire document. To crop a layer, we need to make a mask on that layer. Make sure your layer is not locked so that you can work with it. Just click the lock icon there on the far right if it is. Now it doesn't matter whether your layer is a smart object or not. I'd recommend keeping it as a smart object if you brought a photo in. That'll keep the resolution of the photo itself intact as you scale it up and down and crop. To create a mask, we need to make a selection of what we want to crop, and then we're going to create a mask of that selection. So I'm going to grab something simple like the rectangle marquee tool. And let's say I just wanted to crop this in on the bowl and keep everything else out. I would click and drag to create my rectangle. You can still use the tool to move that selection around. Once you have it to the spot that you like, we're going to create a mask based on that selection. Make sure the layer you want to crop is selected, and then come down here to the very bottom. There's a rectangle with a circle in it. That's creating a mask. And as long as you have a selection, it's going to create a mask of that selection. Now we can click the move tool, select our layer, and we can move this layer around. We've officially cropped out the rest of this photo, but we didn't delete it. The photo exists underneath. If you look down here in the layers panel, you can see your mask. It kind of looks like a frame. It's a window in the white area looking into that part of the photo. We can hide the mask by holding Shift and clicking on it, basically disabling it. You can see the red X, and we can actually see the rest of our photo out here. We can re-enable it by doing the same thing, holding Shift and clicking it again. If we want to make edits to the mask, in my opinion, the easiest way is to unlink the mask from the photo by clicking the chain link in between them, then selecting the mask, and with the move tool, you can actually move the mask without moving the layer. You can see that right here. I'm just moving the mask up and down. And it's like moving a window on your photo. I'm going to undo that so the mask is back in the middle. If I want to transform that mask and scale it up and down and change it, once again, just make sure that mask is selected. Press Command or Control T, and that's going to transform the mask. We can grab the end of it here, scale it up and down just like this. We can grab the corner and move it around. Hold Shift to keep it in proportion if you like the ratio and you're just trying to crop in a little bit different on that layer. But these are all just basic ways to work with a mask to adjust that crop. Press Return or Enter on your keyboard to lock in your transformation. Now, once you've transformed that mask, I would be sure to link them back together. If you don't and you select the food, you're actually going to move the photo underneath the mask. Without these linked together, whichever one is selected, you're going to accidentally move separate from the other. So we click right in between them to link them together, and now that mask and the photo will move. Remember, a mask, it's just like a window into your layer. And that's how to crop layers here in Photoshop.